Have you ever participated in one of those icebreaker question activities where everyone takes a turn sharing about their favorite ice cream, dream car, or what kind of animal they most relate to? I was once asked a very edgy question in one of those icebreaker conversations. The question was so controversial and off-putting that I actually hesitated to answer. It was a question I never knew I was even allowed to be asked. I really resisted answering the question at first, having a small audience of peers before me waiting for my daring response. I thought maybe I was taking the question a little too seriously. After all, this was just a silly icebreaker conversation, and my shyness was holding up the line. On the other hand, I couldn't imagine my audience was in any kind of a hurry to give their own answers. I went for it. As I answered the very personal question, I found myself feeling more and more liberated and inspired as the words poured out of my mouth. Strangely, once I started talking, I couldn't stop. What's even more surprising is that the more I spoke, the more lit up my audience became as well. I could see them getting inspired as they began orchestrating their own answers in their mind. I later had the opportunity to create my own icebreaker activity for a completely different event. Curious to see if my participants would react the same way I did, I threw out that controversial question. I wasn't surprised to find identical results. First came the shock and hesitation, and then came the inspiration and positive buzz. This might be one of the most important and complicated life lessons I've ever learned.